Welcome back from the break. Right now we're repeating our list of the top 10 hack and slash games.
To kick off our list, we have Heavenly Sword at number 10. Rivaling the gameplay of other hack and slash games of the time, Heavenly Sword was one of the first third-person action games of the PS3 generation.
Instead, I was born.
Keep the sword safe.
Coming in at number 9, it's Castlevania, Lords of Shadow. Stated as a reboot of the franchise, Lords of Shadow still has the platforming and puzzles of the older games, but moves the game into 3D, with hack and slash combat that has multiple combos and spells. In at number 8, we have Metal Gear Solid: Revengeance, a game that allows players to literally hack and slash their way through the world around them. The massive boss fights and insane combos make the game a standout in the hack and slash genre. At number 7, it's Dynasty Warriors. Spanning several generations of consoles, Dynasty Warriors has seen its most recent release on the PS4. The game has players clearing out a large area of enemies using a cast of unique characters. Coming in at number 6, we have Darksiders. Set during the apocalypse, the player takes control of War, one of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, as they go through the world exploring, killing, and solving puzzles. In at number 5, it's Brutal Legend. Tim Schafer's take on the hack and slash genre takes place in a world of metal and stars Jack Black as its protagonist. The game also incorporated real-time strategy sections, where the player must move units around a battlefield and try to destroy the enemy base. For number 4, we have Bayonetta. Made by the developer of Devil May Cry, Bayonetta follows the same basic gameplay of other hack and slash games, but mixes it up with special hair attacks that Bayonetta can perform. Yeah, the game is weird like that.
Beautiful.
In at number 3, it's Ninja Gaiden. Originally a 2D platformer, the game made its transition to 3D in 2004 with the reboot released for Xbox. The game features deep gameplay options and combos, mechanics which compared well to that of the next 2 games on our list.
It's an old Slavic curse, you know.
At number 2, we have Devil May Cry. Originally meant to be Resident Evil 4, the game was deemed too different for the Resident Evil franchise and was given its own story. Considered the first game in the hack and slash genre, Devil May Cry set the standard back in 2001.
So, you're looking to play, huh? Tough guy, huh? Alright, I guess I got...
And finally, it's God of War at number 1. One of the most epic games of all time, God of War is praised as the quintessential hack and slash game, and features puzzles, different weapons, and incredible boss fights. It really is the god of hack and slash.
My son.
Welcome to my Borderlands 2 WG101. I'm Aaron and this game is full of glitches and features you never knew about. Borderlands 2 is a looter shooter developed by Gearbox Software and published by 2K Games. Released on the 18th of September 2012 for Xbox 360, PS3 and PC, and was re-released on the Xbox One and PS4 in the Borderlands The Handsome Collection, with Borderlands and DLC for both games in March 2015. Borderlands 2 is an open-world looter shooter based in the post-vault opening barren wasteland that is Pandora after the events of the first game. The game's story is about the 6 main playable characters being on Pandora as vault hunters looking for a new vault rumored to be on the planet. Players go through the story meeting past and new heroes and working their way to the vault to confront the antagonist, Handsome Jack, the leader of the Hyperion Company, who are on Pandora to acquire the vault for their own selfish need for power. Being an open-world game, it is prone to game-breaking glitches and bugs like other games of the same genre. Some of these glitches can work in your favor though, like the ones I'm going to show you. While playing a Gunzerker, you have the ability to dual-wield weapons starting from level 5. A little known feature about the Gunzerker is that weapons in the main hand will affect the stats and some features of the offhand weapon, and vice versa. This feature alone can make the Gunzerker one of, if not the strongest playable character in Borderlands 2, glitchless. He can be equipped with a variety of weapons which give him varying degrees of power. A Jarryd legendary pistol in one hand and a Moxie weapon, the Good Touch, the Creamer, etc., in the other hand will allow the player to heal % damage dealt by the Jarryd. A prime example of this class would be to equip a Pimpernel obtained from the mission Don't Copy That Floppy from the Washburn Refinery in the Captain Scarlet DLC, and to combine it with the Ahab Seraph rocket launcher, which is one of a rare drop from the difficult Master G raid boss fight of the same DLC. Equip the Pimpernel in the left hand and an Ahab in the right hand. Make sure you have no rocket ammo for increased damage. The Pimpernel would be recommended to be slag. This allows the initial shot to slag the enemy, and the orbs that flower from the initial shot will multiply the damage from the Ahab and will take on the damage type of the Ahab, making them explosive. This makes the damage dealt enough to kill most raid bosses in just a couple shots. Weapon merging in Borderlands 2 can make your already overpowered weapon into a weapon that kills everyone and heals you at the same time, as well as having a bottomless clip. You never thought you could be this overpowered. The glitch that Gearbox never got around to patching is easily one of the most abusable glitches in the game, making it my personal favourite. Either using the numbers 1 to 4, or using the scroll wheel on your mouse, or using the D-pad, or the Y button, or the triangle button on your controller, you need to change weapons, and while mid-animation of changing, press the button that takes you to your inventory. Once in this menu, you need to move the weapon of your choice into the slot of your weapon you just switched out of. Example, switching from 1 to 2, move the weapon from your second slot into the first slot and leave the menu. There will be no visual changes on the weapon, and looking at the stats will not show any change either, but firing your weapon at enemies will help you see the difference. Before merging the weapons, fire at enemies and observe the damage or other attributes. Upon merging, repeat the test and witness the godly power you now hold in your hands. The only downside is that once you merge your weapons, you can no longer take them out of your equip slots, or you'll have to merge them again. If you find a Vladoff rocket launcher, firing a single shot before merging this into another weapon will allow you to have a bottomless clip in the weapon you merged it into. This is the only case in which after merging you can take the weapon out of your equip slot. Rocket jumping is something we all love, and now it is in Borderlands 2 for your enjoyment. Equip a Sham legendary shield with the highest absorb chance you can find, OP8 recommended, and a Bardo Boom rocket launcher with as little damage as you can. If playing on OP8, having a level 40 to 62 is recommended. The easiest way to get the items would be to go through a save editor, but as some people do not like to use these, the Sham can be found farming the Bunker in 1000 Cuts, and the Bardo Boom through farming King Mong in the Iridium Blight. Now that you have the items required, equip the Sham, hold your Bardo Boom, look down, jump, and shoot. The Bardo Boom, firing 6 projectiles at the same time, all exploding at your feet, will launch you into the air higher than a standard grenade jump, and because you have a high absorb Sham, you will take little damage and will get back all the ammo you lost. Looking down, walking forwards and holding the fire button will push you forwards and move you faster with every shot, making it faster than sprinting and a lot more impressive to watch. Doing this while gunzerking allows you to have 2 Bardo Booms if you have them equipped, and you can move even faster and jump even higher, allowing you to skip parts of the map like the elevator down to the warrior. Just fly over the lava with a well-aimed rocket jump. If you're looking for a reason to play the Commander class, look no further. You may not be the strongest Vault Hunter, but you will be the fastest. This glitch is something that can only be done off-host, so you will need to join a random game or join a friend to make this work. The glitch only requires level 6 and a single skill point in expertise and an inventory of weapons, although 5 will make the process faster. Once you have 1 or more points in expertise, throw all your weapons on the ground except 1. Keep this weapon equipped, go to your pile of guns, scope in, hold the pickup button on your controller or keyboard to equip the weapon you're looking at. Repeat this until you have finished your inventory, and you may have noticed that you move a little faster. Now repeat the process of dropping and equipping weapons until you are satisfied that you can beat Sonic in a foot race, and set off to scare your friends. Be careful, as you will not have full control over your movement, and running off cliffs is a danger, but if you find certain spots in the world, you can run and jump so far as to be out of the map and miss the kill barrier completely, and have free reign over the outside of the map. Run around and explore the places Gearbox told you couldn't. Just be careful of how close you get to the map, because there are still kill barriers. And that's a few ways Borderlands 2 is broken or works in ways that aren't very obvious. All features and glitches work on Xbox 360, PS3 and PC, but I have not been able to test them out on the PS4 or Xbox One.